Did you ever have anyone call you Batman or Batwoman and you thought that they called you that because you were cool, you had, great moves or something, but it turned out that they called you that because you had bat wings, aka flabby arms? Yeah. Well, if that's happened to you, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to be showing you a complete arm workout. That's right, we're going to be targeting the biceps. Let me show you the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders. So, if you're looking to get your arms toned, burn the fat off the arms like me, it's going to take a while. But we're going to do it together. So I hope you like the video, guys. I'm going to be doing several different exercises to blast that fat. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, sharing is caring. So share the link with your friends. Thanks, guys. Bye. All right, guys. So I'm starting the workout with a warm-up. So anytime you do a workout, you always want to start with a warm-up. So here I'm jogging in place. Now I'm not going crazy and sprinting. Remember, guys, you're not in a marathon. Just a light jog will do. Make sure that you're just doing something to warm up your body before the workout. Now I'm still warming up. Now I'm doing jump rope. Now, I did forget to mention, I apologize, I forgot to mention that this workout will be done in a superset format. Now, what are supersets? Well, supersets are just two different exercises that are performed back to back. Typically, there's no rest in between, and they're usually an exercise of the same group. So don't worry, each of the exercises are going to be listed, numbered, so you'll know which ones to do. Here I'm doing some dynamic stretching with these arm circles. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you doing it if we're just doing an arm workout? Trust me, guys, arm circles are a great way to warm up the muscles and stretch them at the same time. This is a great way to increase flexibility and reduce injury. Also reduce pain and cramping the next day, because I tell you what, after my workouts, I would feel, your normal typical soreness, but I would have a lot of pain and cramping. Now that I started adding dynamic stretching, I've noticed a huge improvement in that. So it's not a requirement, but I would highly suggest it, especially if you have pain and cramping the next day. Nobody wants that. So yes, do dynamic stretching. Now here is the first exercise of superset, the first superset. I'm doing front to side curls. Now notice here that I've got my back straight. Make sure that your core is tight, and also pick a dumbbell that you can safely and effectively do this exercise. You don't want something that's too heavy and you're swinging your body, you're using the momentum to raise that dumbbell. Remember, we're working the biceps here, not the whole body. Now here we're still on the first superset, but now we're doing a hammer curl. So remember, right after you've completed that front to side curl, jump right into the hammer curl. So just stay where you're at, and all you have to do is now face the palms towards each other and slowly raise that dumbbell up towards your shoulder. Again, slow and controlled movement, guys. If you're swinging too much, then you're really not benefiting from this exercise. Here is superset number 2, and this is called a preacher curl. Now, this is just another variation to that regular bicep curl. This preacher curl, or this exercise, will just target the lower part of your bicep muscle. So if you don't have a preacher bench like myself, I don't have one, just you can raise up the bench, or maybe put a towel on a chair and kind of lean against it. Just find a way to modify it. After I did the first set of preacher curls, I jumped right into this concentration curl. Now again, this can be done sitting on a bench or a chair. Just make sure that your feet are placed flat on the floor. There is some space in between, and that the working arm is gently placed on the inner thigh of your leg. So that's it. Awkward silence, sorry. Here is superset number 3. I'm doing a kickback. Now here I'm just slightly bent forward at the waist. I'm almost parallel to the floor. I've got a slight bend in my knees and elbows, but make sure that those arms are tucked into your sides. And when you raise that dumbbell up behind, you're feeling that contraction in the tricep muscle. So remember, no daydreaming about your bills or what you're going to make for dinner or someone at work that got on your nerves. Don't think about those things. Focus on mind to muscle connection, guys. That way you are focusing on that muscle and you're working it properly. This is superset number 3. These are called angled overhead tricep extensions. Now, typically this exercise, in this exercise, the elbows are going to be facing forward. But I have them slightly out just to kind of work a different part of the tricep muscle. Now, you don't have to do it this way if it's uncomfortable. You can go back and do it the traditional way. Now, this is superset number 4. These are called Skullcrushers. Now, contrary to the name, you're not going to be crushing your skull unless you've got a heavy dumbbell, which I warned you not to use. Then you might end up in the emergency room, but I warned you. So use a safe weight when you're doing this exercise. Now, you will need a bench or you can lie flat on the floor. Just make sure that your dumbbells are facing the ceiling and you're lowering those dumbbells right by your ears. And right after you're done with the skull crusher, you're going to do this close grip press. So here the palms are going to be facing each other. And as you lower the dumbbells, make sure that your elbows are going past the bench, okay? And also make sure that you're feeling it in that tricep muscle. If you're not, maybe your elbows are sticking out too much. Bring them back into your side. You want them to be rubbing up against your side as you're lowering the dumbbells. Here is superset number 5. I'm doing front to lateral raises. So all you're going to be doing 2 different exercises in one. You're going to be raising those dumbbells simultaneously but in different directions. That way you are able to target the anterior part of your shoulder, but the lateral part as well. So this is another great way to add strength to your shoulders and get well-defined shoulders as well. Now, right after that front lateral raise, start doing this upright row. So here, what you're going to be doing is you're going to place those dumbbells, place them slightly on the top of your thighs. Make sure that the palms are facing you. And as you raise those dumbbells up to your collarbone, make sure that your elbows are bent, obviously, because you wouldn't be able to raise them up. But if you feel a little bit of pain, maybe just bring them up to your chest level. You don't want to feel pain when you're doing that exercise, guys. This is superset number 6, and these are called car drivers because, well, it looks like you're driving a car or you're playing Mario Kart. But normally these are done with a weighted plate. If you don't have a weighted plate, you can use a dumbbell. Just make sure that your back is straight, your core is tight. You've got a slight bend in your elbows as you push that weight from your chest. And then you just slowly rotate it to the right and then rotate it to the left and then bring it back to your chest. But again, slow and controlled movements, guys. Now we're still on superset 6. These are called around the worlds. For this exercise, I like to drop the weight. That way I don't feel a strain in my shoulders, because notice that at the bottom, you start with the weights on top of your thighs, and then as you bring them up above your shoulders, you're rotating your arms. And so this is just a better way to safely perform this exercise. And that was the first round, guys. Make sure that you're performing all of these exercises at least 3 times, okay? And you've got, you don't have crazy weight that you're using, crazy heavy weight. Remember, this isn't over the top, so be safe. Thanks, guys. Hope you liked the video. Bye.